Hi guys, today I'll be showing you how I created an NPO system to allow non-profit organizations to submit the compliance documents. This is a conceptual solution. So I'm just adding it to my portfolio. Then I made it a personal project of what I was thinking about. And this would be profitable for non-profit organizations instead of them using paper and going to the government department to submit the compliance documents. They can just use this over their phone or use their laptops to submit compliance documents. So this is the system. Then it starts with a login, and we have this introduction. Welcome to NPO. Welcome to our non-profit organization. We are dedicated to making a positive impact on our community and beyond. Then I added a scroll bar with some animation working together with civil society to fight poverty. So then the NPO will just click on a login. Then we have a username and a password. Then they can click on login. So this is our please provide your login details. This is what they will see. Then we have a forgot password and change password. Then they click on a login. Then I added a loading state, so the developers, they can just add that loading state as information is being loaded on the system, DB to be pulled on the system. Then what we have here on this home page, we've managed annual compliance returns. We have a registration number or NPO number and the reporting cycle, because they report in 12-month cycles. Then the submissions, what's the most important is we can see the percentage of how far are they with the completeness of their submissions, narrative report, financial statement, and accounting officer report. We'll start. I added whenever you go over the menus, then they have that pop-up effect, the pop-up effect, so they can see where they are. Then we're going to first start with narrative report. So NPOs, they submit a narrative report and also financial statement and accounting officer report. So let's start with narrative report. With the narrative report, we see we have a home. I added a home, so if they need to go back home, it is easier for them to go back home, and they see their reporting cycles. Then they can see how many sections are they going to fill. We have section A for basic details, section B for organizations major achievements over the past year, and section C important meetings and change to the constitution. Then what is important is they're filling out this form. Then they have three. They show in which are the things that they need to fill, based on the progress that they're making as they're filling organization details, office bearers, and staff members. Okay, on section A. Then because of this, I will be also in a work environment. When I'm presenting this, they will need to see what is inside of a drop down. So I just made this checklist drop down, basic skills or services of the organization. Then they can select which services they have. That NPO, they can say, oh, edit. Then we have nursing and counseling. We have contact persons, and here's a beautiful part: error level checking, field error level checking. Then if they didn't enter anything and are trying to submit, then the system can say, please provide organization details. And if they cannot edit that input box, maybe they have a role of viewer only, then we can just show them a log field to show that you cannot do anything, you can only view. So the devs is easy for them to see, oh, okay, error state, review only. Okay. Then we have name, surname, telephone number, and also it shows which fields are mandatory. Like facts, I didn't make it mandatory. Then we have contact person 2, organization details. postal address, organization postal address. So if organization postal address is not same as above, I will just correct this part here. And it should be organization postal address same as above. Then we say yes, it is the same. Did you update your information? Yes or no? If no, then we see please upload proof of supporting documents for changes. So if they did you update you? If they did, if yes, then they have to upload. Then I added that pop-up message to say upload, drag and drop files here or add your file. Then we have a table here, uploaded documents. Then they can see the document that they have uploaded. Then confirm if the information is current and correct. Then they can say yes. Then we see here a success state. Here's the organization, shows the progress for yes. There's a correct, it shows the correct symbol that yes, you did registered office bearers. You can search for them, or you can add an office bearer. So office bearers, here's the name, say name, portfolio in NPOs. It means that they titles as associate pastor, treasurer, member, and they telephone. And they can scroll the table. Those tables, they can scroll through the table. That's why I made it to scroll. And they can just, if they want to use a drag, they can just use a drag. Then they can add, and if they want to add that office bearer, then they can select, as I made a drop down here. They can say maybe it is the chairperson, then name, and then surname, ID, telephone, and email. Office bearer details. So how I made this prototype to be efficient is also that information architecture, putting rich, useful information so stakeholders, they know what is the correct information to put, and they can say, okay, that information is not correct. So we can make sure that when we are doing our data mapping to the DB, when we're creating our tables, we have the correct type of information. Then we added the address, the province. Then it's postal code. Then upload a document. Then if they want to upload a document, they can select upload a document. Then save. Okay, yes. This is in essence. So I'll make another part 2 to continue to the office bearers. Thank you guys for your time. And just to go to see, the user stories, the business rules. As you can see here, the business rules. Business rule 1, business rule 2, business rule 3. Developers need this. They need to know what are the rules of the system. When the NPO contact person updates information on the narrative report, the NPO contact person must upload supporting documents. So they know it's a business rule. If the changes are made on the system, they need supporting documents. And for a login user story, the narrative as an NPO contact person, I want to log into this so that I can access the system. Then we have our acceptance criteria here. Given the NPO contact person, when the NPO contact person selects the login button, then present the user with the following. The system must redirect the NPO contact person to the login screen. Then, given the NPO contact person selected the login button, the NPO contact person enters a username and a password, present the system. And whenever you see present, then it means the system must present the user with the following. The system must redirect the NPO contacts to the home screen. So I did it for all according to the task flow. As you can see on the screen, we have our login. This will be the task flow for the login. And here's a home page, and it has that user story next to it. It makes it easy for the developers. Also, here's the narrative report. So all the screens align correctly with all the acceptance criteria. So thank you guys. So if you just want more of this, me to explain more further on the system, just comment, then I can just explain further on the system. Thank you guys. So this is my portfolio project, and I will add the prototype link on the description, so you can just go and play around with it, and you can make comments. Thanks guys.